Joseph. And Mary was running after found baby Jesus to touch upon him. Then Mary and Joseph were running, and the king was turned to knock baby Jesus down into the water.
Then what happened?
And then a boat was on baby Jesus. And then he was, and then Mary say, "Hey!" And then baby Jesus went out of the water.
And then what happened?
And then they were walking. And they have a big star.
A big what?
A big rocks. And they can hit. And they were hitting the rocks. And in the rocks there were some bees. And they were touching the rocks. But they needed help to touch the rocks, but there was not all to touch the rocks. If you do that to a rock and see something in a rock, you have to go away and something yucky that you saw in the rock. If you don't touch it, they will not bite you.
Oh.
If you do, they would bite you.
A rock would bite you?
No, I would bite you.
So there were alligators in the story of Jesus? In the desert, there were alligators?
Yes. And then a camel fox man. And he was hitting when he was right on a fox.
Mm-hmm.
And the fox was so funny.
Why was the fox funny? How was he funny?
He was funny while he would do a lot of things, but the man was right on his back.
Who was running on his back? What was the man's name?
The man's name is Joseph.
Joseph was riding on a fox?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. And he was there. And then he fell into some mud.
And then what happened?
And then a fireman was driving to that foxman. And then all the farmers put out their hat and their shoes so they can dip that in the mud. They were going and running to the mud and put the fur hat on so they can't. So Joseph was sitting fire in the mud.
And then what happened?
And then they took him, and then they laid him on the trampoline, and then there's some more fire.
They laid him on a trampoline?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he was jumping on the trampoline.
Who was jumping?
Joseph.
Really?
Yes. And the fireman told Joseph to stop jumping. And
where was baby Jesus?
Baby Jesus was in the fireman. He's downstairs laying in his bed taking a nap.
Oh. What's that in your hand?
Baby Jesus.
Oh. Okay. Let me see.
Yeah. E-M-P.
Oh, how lovely.
Or just my name. Emperor.